here just the same as you. Another time, another day. I'm sure the good Lord took his time, made each of us just this way. I walk beside you step by step, and it never crossed my mind that I would grow up one of the different kind. That didn't stop me from chopping the wood, scraping my knees like all boys should, going down to the creek in the noonday sun, wringing out my shirt when the work got done. First things first, I'm a blue-collar man, with scars on my knuckles, dust on my hands. Probably wouldn't have ever known I've got a man waiting on me at home. To tell you the truth, I don't want to fight, I just want to say one thing outright to you. Ain't we flesh and blood all through? And ain't we brothers too? A job and worked right by you, walked down in that hole beside you. Thought I heard some whispers sound, got found out, word got around. Got made out for something I'm not, called everything but a child of God. Didn't mind to show it out in the parking lot. So I cut my coat with my head hung down, just like a stranger in my own town. Got bitter day by day, went home every night with the mess they made. First things first, I'm a blue-collar man, with scars on my knuckles, dust on my hands. Probably wouldn't have ever known I've got a man waiting on me at home. Tell you the truth, I don't want to fight, I just want to say one thing outright to you. Ain't we flesh and blood all through? And ain't we brothers too? Tell me I'm not man enough to set foot in that mine. Go on and tell me that once more, to my face this time. To tell you the truth, I don't want to fight, just want to say one thing outright to you. Ain't we flesh and blood all through? And ain't we brothers too?
My mama was a debutante, my daddy was a grizzly bear. My mama was a debutante, my daddy was a grizzly bear. That's why I look so good in a tuxedo, but you can't take me nowhere. Can't take me nowhere, y'all. My mama liked fine champagne, my daddy drank cheap red wine. My mama liked that fine champagne, my daddy drank the cheap red wine. Now me, I'll take a half a cup of coffee and a double shot of turpentine. It's a trip, yes sirree, and there's lots to learn, you'll see. Swinging limb from limb like a jungle gym while you're checking out your family tree. Gosh, you wow, golly gee. Look at all of the folks who came here before me. Some were sweet, some were strange, some were slightly deranged, but they all are in my family tree. Aunt Edna had a good left hook. Uncle Henry had a great right cross. Aunt Edna had a good left hook. Uncle Henry had a great right cross. Now my cousin Ian had the job of refereeing, but mostly it was him who lost. He lost a lot, y'all. My mama's been around the world. My daddy, he ain't been nowhere. My mama's been around the world. Daddy, he ain't been nowhere. That's why I understand the things you say about me, but I just don't seem to care, no. I just don't seem to care, no. I just don't seem to care, no. I just don't seem to care, yeah.
Not bad.
Angyalként űzöm az álmokat, elrepít messze a gondolat. Mitől ragadtunk a földön, az elménk egy átkozott börtön. Eldobom lassan a szárnyaim, úsznak az eltévedt vágyaim tengerén. A lelkemben zűr van, a testem megfáradt, szavakból építek várat. Lehet, hogy nem látok semmit a félelem túloldalán. Ha együtt megélhettünk ennyit, nem volt kell megszületni újra, hogy érezni tanuljak, és a végzetemben utoljára újjak. Felégetni mindent, ami lényegében átad, mert ha elvesztettem, semmi más nem átad nekem. Nekem. Lehetek én a szenvedés a jó csend, reggeli fény az ébredésed lótuszán. Ha bármiből látszik, hogy élek, az azért van, mert félek minden úttól, ami lecérít az útról. De 내게 해준 게 아니지 난 보여줄게
I believe that means it's time to start. Alrighty. Let's see how we look. Whew. Oh, one moment, please. Forgot something. There we go. Much better glasses. All right. All right. Time for the warm-up song. Ah. I have trouble finding the right entry there. Hey you, out there on your own getting lonely. Oh wait, I start low. Hey you, out there on your own getting lonely, getting old, can you hear me? Hey you, standing in the aisle with itchy feet and aching smiles, can you hear me? Hey, would you help them to carry the light? Don't give in without a fight. Hey you, out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call out, would you touch me? Hey you, would you help me to carry the stone? Open your heart, I'm coming home. But it was only fantasy. The wall was too high, as you can see. No matter how he tried, he could not break free. And the worms ate into his brains. I gotta adjust the camera. Hey you, out there on the road, always doing what you're told, can you help me? Hey you, out there beyond the wall, breaking bottles in the hall, can you help me? Hey you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Dang, trying that again. Can you help me? Hey you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Together we stand, divided we fall, we fall, we fall. Hey you, out there on the road, always doing what you're told, can you help me? Let's see, what next? What have I not played in a minute? That's a good one. Why do we build the wall, my children, my children? Why do we build the wall? That's a little too low. Let me try that in B. Why do we build the wall, my children, my children? Why do we build the wall? Why do we build the wall? We build the wall to give us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. How does the wall keep us free, my children, my children? How does the wall keep us free? Nope, this one doesn't really work on the banjolele. Dang. Oh well. Ooh, let me do something up-tempo and kind of nuts. Why do we expand ice, my children, my children? Why do we expand ice? Why do we expand ice? We expand ice so they have more bodies. That would be a good one to write. Why do we build the jails, my children? Why do we draw borders, children? What am I more in the mood for? Yeah. Let's do some Eat the Rich. I think that's an appropriate song right now. It's always an appropriate song, but y'all know what I mean. Well, I woke up this morning, lucky to have a bed. This plague gets me thinking about lives the rich have led, by the ordinary people doing the hard work, fighting fash for the benefit of owners who just treat us all like trash. I'm sick of paying taxes that they dodge by writing bills. I'm sick of paying parasites for water, food, and pills. This space accumulation isn't any kind of life. Thinking what gets through to them is this here fork and knife. Eat the rich, soon that's all to be good for. Eat the rich, take a bite of Bezos, come back for more. Eat the rich, what starving person would condemn you? Eat the rich, if those last two Cokes are on the menu. So I called up a doctor and told them what I'd done. They tried to sell me reasons that weren't capitalism. The work was getting deadly, yet they said we had to grin. Just said pop these pills, repeat this mantra, go to work, lean in. I'm sick of never knowing if I can survive out there. Sick of never knowing when you're paid to really care. This planet that they're burning, when we go extinct it's fine. They're happy in the towers watching death goes great with wine. Eat the rich, it's all the Waltons are good for. Eat the rich, got a slice of Sackler, come back for more. Eat the rich, some vodka sauce with Putin bod. Eat the rich, and I mean let's just burn down that house of God. And think of all the good things that money just can't buy. Think of all the good things that money sets on fire. I believe in spreading wealth around by almost any means. And these days rich folk just keep building their own guillotines. Eat the rich, there's nothing else Zuckerberg's any damn good for. Eat the rich, oh Elon cries he's too salty, boil him more. Eat the rich, so Trump's ass up with long you. Eat the rich, the remaining Murdochs would make a good stew. Eat the rich, some Larry Ellison flambe. Eat the rich, maybe we'll put the Sinclair Smiths in a saute. Eat the rich, now you might think I'm sounding crazy. Eat the rich, but it's probably that or revolution, baby. Let's see. That's a fun one. How you been on Nintendo? Why do we spend us? Because we're fascist. We've always been fascist. Alright. Ooh, you know what I actually haven't done in a minute is Black Waters. Do I have a good... Yeah, this is the good nature one. Alright. Oh, that's too high. Fuck. Actually. I come from the mountain. Kentucky's my home. Still a little too high. Fuck it. Let's just do it in C. I come from the mountains, Kentucky's my home, where the wild deer and the black bear so lately did roam. By the cool rushing waterfalls, the wildflowers dream, and through every green valley there runs a clear stream. Now there's scenes of destruction on every hand, and there's only black waters run down through the land. Sad scenes of destruction on every hand. Black waters run down through the land. The quail is a pretty bird, she sings a sweet tone. In the roots of the tall timbers she nests with her young. But the hillside explodes with a dynamite roar, and the voices of the small birds will sound there no more. And the trees come a-sliding so awful and grand, as the poisonous waters rise over the land. Sad scenes of destruction on every hand. Black waters run down through the land. In the rising of the springtime we planted our corn, fires away to his mind. So they threw down the mountain and covered our corn. Now the grave on that hillside is a mile deeper down. And the man stands and talks with his hat in his hand, while the poisonous waters run down through our land. Sad scenes of destruction on every hand. Black waters run down through the land. Well, I ain't got much money, not much of a home. I was part of this land, now the land's not my own. But if I had some of that money, this hell's all about, I'd buy Perry County and run 'em all out. Sit down on the bank with my bait. Sit down on the bank with my bait and my gun, and just watch the clear waters run down through our land. Now wouldn't that be like some promised land? Black waters, no more in our land. Now wouldn't that be like some promised land? A novel about something other than ravages of capitalism in my hand. That does sound nice, to write about something other than what's right in front of us for a while. Alright, what's next? You got any requests on Nintendo? Let's see. I've done my orgy song plenty lately. Something that is or isn't about the ravages of capitalism is the question. You know what? No, sorry. I gotta do this one. I've been playing it a lot, but I think it's still worth playing. Here, Americans, you forgot. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Here, American, you forgot. Alright, this is it. Saying how you all need war, but half the time you can't really tell me what we're fighting for. Talk about Iran and the Muslims, yeah, we made that shit for so many years. So what's it gonna take to put an end to our racist fears? We should have known the kind of mess that we got in, and we don't have to go and make those same mistakes again. Have you forgotten all the people killed? Were they worth it to protect a few of Exxon's oil fields? Have you forgotten all the money forgotten. AJJ? They're talking heads up on my TV, trying to sell me more and more obvious kinds of white supremacy. We're all in danger, is what those big strong men say. Yet I only see white Taliban in the USA. When people say this country's out here looking for a fight, for the past, let's be honest, 400 years, I'd say that's about right. Have you forgotten all the people killed? Were they worth it to protect a few of Exxon's oil fields? Have you forgotten all the money spent? Was it worth all of the pain, the destruction and the debt? Don't you tell me occupation isn't writing. Shoot, I don't have the kazoo, otherwise I would do a kazoo solo right now. You'll sit with soldiers, hear their reasons why it's right. They will sing of freedom, but we all admit that the dollar's why they fight. Have you forgotten all the people killed? Were they worth it to protect a few of Exxon's oil fields? Have you forgotten all the money spent? Was it worth all of the pain, the destruction and the debt? Don't you tell me occupation isn't writing. Have you forgotten? AJJ, shoot, what band is AJJ? I'm not remembering what AJJ is. Sorry. Oh, here I got one. I checked in on Fox News. I guess I had the blues. I just wondered what the old people now thought. I watched the white old creeps give out racist little peeps against this politician I think is kinda hot. Yes, they're all losing their mind over Mom Donnie's new find that a primary can be won at the grassroots. And it terrifies them all to think it might be his call. What the biggest city does after it might be his call. Whether the biggest city now gives ICE the boot. Yes, they say Mom Donnie will, with cunning and with skill, defund the police and kill the rich. That he'll make the healthcare free, let asylum seekers be, and kick private property into a ditch. If only it were true, I'd be so happy, wouldn't you? If only it were true, if only it were true, that somehow Zoran Mandani is gonna end white supremacy in just one term as the New York mayor's vote. In just one turn as the mayor of New York, that he'll end our private property. Or no, I already did that. that capitalism will fall, he will overtax us all, and then his socialist legions sally forth. He'll somehow control the guard, even though it's not that hard to see the governor would intervene anyway. He'll make housing run amok. He won't let the landlords fuck, and he'll kill the rich again, did we all say? Then he'll make socialism real. He'll do whatever you feel is the wrong thing in a white America. Oh, and did we mention, sir, that we could call him a slur? Oh, let's let it go. Beep, beep. Fox News is off. If only it were true, if only it were true, I'd be so happy, wouldn't you? If only it were true, if only it were true, if only it were true. I should do a Mumdani if only it were true of like the extremes he could go to that would be awesome, but that he never would. All right. Let's see. Let's get queer for a minute, shall we? Yeah, and Nintendo, if you can tell me what AJJ is, I don't recognize that. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to lie? Should've stayed on the farm. I should've listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up with you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in a penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny-backed toad. Well, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. What do you think they'll do then? Bet they shoot down your plane. It'll take you a couple of vodka and tonics to get you on your feet again. Or maybe they'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Mongrels who ain't got a penny, sniffing for tidbits like us on the ground. Whoa, whoa. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in a penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny-backed toad. Well, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. Whoa. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in a penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny-backed toad. Well, I finally decided my future lies. I finally decided my future lies. I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. Hey, good times. Oh, Andrew Jackson G. Oh no, I did. I'll have to look them up. I'm afraid I don't know them off the top of my head. Mega Guillotine 2020. I do know one Guillotine song, so I'll let me pull the lyrics up and I'll play that one. That'd be a good Guillotine. It's not a punk rock one, but it is a Guillotine song. It is a Guillotine song. Lumpen proles can't be choosers. Right. All right. Let's see. Can you guess what's coming? Let's see. What's a good background for this one? Yeah, this is the one. I'll start here, and then I'll go to the crowd. All right. Actually, no, let's just keep it normal. Here we go. Well, it's no secret our country's in some trouble here. But maybe we should examine whether the nation state's too severe. The fat cats expect us to bail out them and all their wealthy friends. And then they've spent our money, they'll just stick their paws out again. It's times like this that each of us need to reach across the aisle. Instead of hurling insults, we can make our neighbors smile. Put aside our differences and remember what made us great. All the people arm in arm and in one voice will say, it's time for guillotines. It's time to raise the boards. It's time to sharpen blades. We just can't take this anymore. It's nothing personal. We gave your way a try. We're sorry, but you at the top, y'all have to die. I'm sorry, Mr. President. We need to have your head. And senators and congressmen. We also need Stephen Miller dead. And all the CEOs of all the banks. And the TV pundits from Tucker to Rachel will show our thanks. It really pains us, but we'll have to probably kill your families too. It's purely business, we just cannot have them avenging you. We'll start off in the Hamptons and Beverly Hills, and to Georgetown we go. And we'll burn Connecticut to the ground so that nothing ever grows. It's time for guillotines. It's time to raise the boards. It's time to sharpen blades. We just can't take this anymore. Those peaceful protests, they just are not cutting it. Cory Booker and the Dems can suck a dick. Yes, we can come together, we our fan helped to hold a lobbyist down, while a priest and an abortion doctor stomp his face into the ground. We'll take the Secretary of the Treasury and the Chairman of the Fed, and we'll let all 300 million citizens rape the... Oh, fuck, I forgot that. And we'll let all 300 million citizens cornhole them straight dead. And when every man, woman, and child has finished running train, we'll rest for a couple hundred years and hopefully not do it again. It's time for guillotines. It's time to raise the boars. It's time to sharpen blades. We just can't take this anymore. It's nothing personal. We gave your way a try. Private property, folks, sorry, you gotta die. 'Cause it's time for guillotines. It's time to raise the board. It's time to sharpen blades. We just can't take this anymore. Those peaceful protests simply are not cutting it. You've seen the new ICE facilities, so Kaczynski it. It's time for guillotines. It's time to raise the board. It's time to sharpen blades. We just can't take this anymore. It's nothing personal. We gave your way a try. Colonizers and free market folk all have to die. Remember, when you're singing, it's satire. Alrighty. Actually, I don't have the YouTube open, do I? There it is. The YouTube's is. Now I got the YouTube's is chatses. These is importances, and Ives turns into a Futurama's characters. Alright. Any requests? I'm looking through, seeing what I haven't played in a minute. There's a few good ones then. Oh, I haven't done this one on the frickin' banjolele in a minute. One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a hobo hiking, and he said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away beside the crystal fountain. So come with me, we'll go and see the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright, where they hand out straw and bushes, and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars all are empty, and the sun shines every day on the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees and the lemonade springs, where the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. Farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. Oh, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall and the wind don't blow, in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, the jails are made of tin, and you can walk right out of them as soon as you gone in. There ain't no short-handled shovels, there's no axes, saws, or picks. Oh, I'm going to stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the jerk who invented work, in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, the migrating birds drop gems, and there's anarchy, but stiff order too, and the reed grows without stems. The hunters swap their guns for bows, and mosquitoes don't exist. You can never slip or lose your grip anywhere you hike's a half-hour round trip in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, you never change your socks, and the little streams of alcohol come a-trickling down the rocks. The brakemen have to tip their hats, and the railroad bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and a whiskey too. You can paddle all around them in a big canoe in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Well, I'll see you all this coming fall in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Alright, that wasn't terrible. What else I got that ain't terrible, that I ain't played in a while? Let's do some John Cole. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For all the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no use crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and we make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry, I'm being so sincere right now. And even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces, but not in the fun way, and threw every piece into a fire, and as it burned I laughed because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. I'm glad I got burned, think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go on and just leave me, I think I prefer to stay inside. Hey Raisa, maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, fat chance. Anyway, this cake is great, it's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. I'm queer and weird, but I'm still alive. Still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive. He was one of those lonely old men who live in the past, telling stories you don't want to know about how it was then. The hunger, the hardship, hopes and the troubles of so long ago. And we must have looked bored, for like sparks from the cinders, his eyes glowed with anger, his words seemed to burn. He said, I will be heard, for my life is not over. I've something to say, and you have something to learn. He said, you who have nothing at all to believe in, to you whose motto is money comes first, who are you to tell us that our lives have been wasted, that all that we've fought for has turned into dust? I was only a lad when I read that in Russia the workers, the Soviets had taken all power, and the man they called Lenin, who led them, was our inspiration. His triumph was our finest hour, and I'll always remember how fear shook the wealthy like thieves who had just been caught out in their crime. But we, who had known only war and the workhouse, rejoiced that a new world was born in that time. You can't know what it meant, or the pride that we felt, to know that working people, just people like us, could shake off our shackles and topple the palaces, remake the world without ruler or boss. It was this kept us going, the dream of a new world, through all the dark years of defeat and despair, when we who were proud to proclaim ourselves communists fought for that world free from hunger and fear. It was down with the means test, no cuts in our wages. We on £3 a week and the 7-hour day. And there wasn't a thing that we got, but we fought for it. Don't you know, bosses give nothing away. And the strikes and the marches and the battles to beat all the bailiffs and coppers when hope was still young. Hot heads and hot hearts as we tested our power. The workers triumphant, well, that was our song. You think we were duped? Well, we paid for our dreams. Broken lives, broken marriages, jobs lost in jail. Some lost heart in the left, some betrayed us for medals. There are always those turncoats whose souls are for sale. But the rest of us never surrendered our vision. We kept the faith through the bleakest defeat. Do you think that was easy? Surrounded by hatred, the sneer of indifference, the sting of deceit. And our lives were made rich by that cause that we fought for, the friendship, the fellowship, sharing one pain, to transform society and end exploitation. And that day will come yet, just not in my time. Then he was silent, lost in his memories, until, though more softly, the words came again. Perhaps we hoped for too much, perhaps the cost was too much. There are things I know now that I wouldn't know then. We believed revolution was just round the corner, and we were the vanguard to bring it about. And the other left parties we classed as class traitors, bourgeois social fascists, of that we'd no doubt. Well, and then the times changed. We campaigned for the Popular Front. The old line might never have been, but we led the workers in combating fascism. Mosley in London and Franco in Spain. We believed we were history's chosen, and Soviet Russia was our future, our heart and our soul. And the 5-year plan seemed a vision of plenty to those who spent half of their lives on the dole. And we knew of the trials and purges, of course, and were shocked when we heard those old comrades confess. But yes, we defended the first workers' state in the face of the slander and lies of the press. Again, he was silent. And you, who have nothing at all to believe in, to you, whose motto is money comes first, who are you to tell us that our lives have been wasted, that all that we fought for has turned into dust? Again, He was silent, and what could we tell him? That the world was now different, that he'd have his day, that he'd had his day, or that some old man's dreams were just not our concern. But still, there was something he wanted to say. Now when I look back, I see what we fought against: homelessness, hunger, injustice, and war. But what did we fight for? What dreams did we strive for? I used to know once, now I'm no longer sure. But you, who have nothing at all to believe in, to you, whose motto is money comes first, who are you to tell us that our lives have been wasted, that all that we've fought for has turned into dust? He was one of those dogged old men who live in the past, telling stories you don't want to know, about how it was then, the hunger, the hardship, the hopes and the struggles of so long ago. All right. You know what? In the spirit of singleness, I'm gonna do a song about love. Although more accurately, this is a song about expectations. The gendered kind, I'm afraid. You want a girl that's sweet, a girl that's not. Oh wait, no, that's it. You want a guy who's nice, you want a guy who's tough, a feminist who likes to pay for stuff, the kind of guy who gets along with your friends without being attracted to any of them. A good boy, a bad boy, a good bad boy, a half good, half man, half boy, loves your brother, sensitive but not weak, and is a great lover, calls your mother on the weekends. You might think that this guy only exists in your mind. Well, guess what? You're right. If you want love, lower your expectations. If you, Prince Charming would never settle for you. If you want love, there's no secret. Pick a guy and love him. And if he's got a thing for feet, say fuck it, sweep me off him. But of course, luckily, in a society like ours, people are very, very reasonable on the other end with their expectations toward those gendered as women, right? 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 You want a girl who's nice, a girl who's not obsessed with her looks, yet is insanely hot. The kind of girl who gets along with your folks, love the movies you like, and always laughs at your jokes. A real girl, a hot girl, a really hot girl, a brand new, really hot real doll. Loves your mother, doesn't care if you notice, and only ever uses you to tickle her throat with. You might think that this girl only exists in your mind. Well, she's real, but last week she died. So if you want love, please lower your expectations a lot. You might think your genitals are a gift, I promise they're not. If you want love, there's no secret. Pick a girl and love her. And if you take your genitals out, you gotta let the girl you love decline the offer. I don't want a neat freak, I don't want a slob, somebody with bedhead or a dead-end job, 'cause I won't settle for less than perfect. We want perfect children, a perfect life, perfect partner, perfect husband, perfect wife. But deep down we all know we don't deserve it. But we all deserve love, even on days when we aren't our best. 'Cause we all suck, but love can make us suck less. Or better, you can. We all deserve love. It's the very best part of being alive. And I would know I'm almost 35. No problem. Anytime, anytime. Okay, here's what I want. I know we'll never grow old together, 'cause you'll never grow old to me. You're the pink in my cheeks, and I'm scared 'cause it means I'm a little bit soft. You're the pink in my cheeks, and I'm scared 'cause it means I'm a little bit soft. Don't beat yourself up, honey. Ain't just the sun I was hiding from. We were messed up kids who taught ourselves how to live. Now I'm scared that I'm not good enough. I always felt like a monster long before I was big. I'm only seen as a monster. You could say I got used to it, but loving not, it only hurt me back. But loving you's a good problem to have, and I'm used to that. But I could get used to this. And for the record, I stole your sweater. We both know it looks better on me. There's the pink in my cheeks, and I love that it means I'm a little bit soft. There's the pink in my cheeks, and I love that it means I'm a little bit soft. Don't beat yourself up, honey. Ain't just the sun I was hiding from. We were messed up kids who taught ourselves how to live. And I've been scared and I'm not good enough. I always felt like a monster long before I was bit. Always seen as a monster. You could say I got used to it. And loving hard, it only hurt me back. But loving you's a good problem to have, and I'm used to that. But I could get used to this. I said I'm used to that, but I could get used to this. I know. No, that is too high. I know we'll never grow old together, 'cause you'll never grow old to me. You're the pink in my cheeks, and I love that it means I'm a little bit soft. You're the pink in my cheeks, and I love that it means I'm a little bit soft. Alright, fun. Okay, it's about time for me to go, unless someone's got a donation. I'm gonna find a place for us to... I'm gonna play one more song and then find a place for us to raid. Let's see. I'm gonna do a quick one, actually. It's a Steven one. No, not that one. Oh, here's a good one. Sleep, little baby, sleep now, my love. The Milky Way's shining high up above. When you grow up, you will learn all that stuff. But for now, close your eyes, and sleep, little baby, try not to squawk. Tomorrow and tomorrow you'll learn how to walk, to love and laugh, to make toast and talk. But for now, Betty buys your blankets hand knitted with pure Angora wool. Your nappy is dry and your tummy is full of enough antihistamine to chill out a bull, yet still all this whinging. What more could you want, for I just cannot guess. You constantly complain to me, you should feel blessed. There are children across the world starving to death, and I don't hear them whinging. What more can I do to put a stop to this mind-numbing noise you are making? Where is the line between patting and hitting? When is rocking rocking, and when is it shaking? Look, I don't know what else I can do to try and hush you. My heart says I love you, but my brain's thinking fuck you, and hoping a child trafficker will abduct you. At least then I'd get a few hours in bed. I've hushed and I've cooed and I've even tried to sing oh-blah-dee, oh-blah-da, the exact voice of Ringo, yet all I have left is to hope that a dingo will sneak in and rip off your fat bitching head. So hush, little baby, don't say a word. Papa's gonna buy you a mockingbird in the hope you get avian flu. Then the goddamn CDC can take care of you, if that's something that they still do. No, wait, that's it. Close your eyes. No, not a sound. I can barely see your tiny belly moving up and down. One thing they don't mention in the parenting book: your love for them grows the closer to dead they look. All right, where shall we raid? Ooh, Freems. I haven't raided Freems in a minute. That'd be nice. No one else up I really know. Yeah, we're gonna raid Freems. Alright. Thank y'all for coming out. Inspiration through the works blush around, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun, yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. Is there aught we hold in common with the greedy parasite who would lash us into serfdom, who would crush us with their might? Is there anything left to us but to organize and fight, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. It is we plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops. Shall we honor not the slave? Now we stand outcast and starving midst the wonders many made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They've taken up to millions that they never told to earn, but without our minimal muscle, not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. All the world that's owned by idle drones is ours and ours alone. We have laid the wide foundation, built it skyward, stone by stone. It is ours not to slave in, but to steward as our home, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. In our hands is ours to power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of armies magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old. Get the fuck on it. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. Say hi to Freems. Good night.